Hey, Patty, you know what time it is?
I do.
It's time for a Midweek Update. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you have had a wonderful week since we last checked in, and we have, I guess.
Just kind of, just recovering from the writing and just getting back in the swing of things.
Yeah,
here at the house.
It's kind of a weird feeling going when you've spent 8 weeks in a small space with limited items.
And now you have a house.
And now you're in this big space and you got lots of stuff. It is kind of odd.
Yeah.
And I said to Patty actually earlier, I said, I have not slept great since we got home. Not because of the mattress. The new mattress was awesome. It's just being in that large bedroom. Like, I'm used to waking up in this little cubby and...
we even felt that way in Carl.
Yeah.
You there's something about, it's like a snuggly feeling, or
Right.
I don't know what it is.
You get used to it.
Yeah, you get used to that space. And then now it's a big space and a lot of stuff to clean and a lot to take care of. And
yeah. So a little readjustment.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, and also I want to point out there, in the camper, we had the air conditioning running, all night, or the fan or whatever.
Yeah.
Also to help these guys from barking. Here, we don't have that.
super quiet.
It's very quiet, which
like
I
the shirt.
love.
I love the shirt. It's soft. But
I love it, but it's just, you got to get used to it. Just like when we left in the summer, you had to get used to the air running. So,
yeah, it's an adjustment. We're getting there.
Yeah.
So we've really focused on, I would say, 2 main things since last week.
I think so.
Number one,
I had to reset a classroom because, I moved out of my 6th grade room. I'm on the other side of the building in my 5th grade room. So I had to reset the whole thing. So I went in last Thursday and Friday for some time and really worked and the janitors helped me, and Sherry and Oscar. And then I've been in there all week. A little bit of
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you've done 5 days.
Yeah. And
I've been in there a couple days.
Yeah, and
with
I think finally I'm good to go. It's because there was nothing on the walls, nothing, and that's kind of boring to go into. So I set it up as the beach.
You've done a great job.
Thanks. You've helped me a lot. So yeah, so I think it looks good. I think the kids are going to like it. I'm going to like it because I like something that's interesting and pretty and bright, and I love my new windows. I face for sunrise, which makes in the afternoon it's not going to be so hot in my room because I would get the sun in the afternoon in the other classroom. So I think it's going to be good.
And then the other thing is I've been focusing on the outside of our house, all of our flower beds, which were completely overgrown. We go through this every year. We leave for the summer, and then you come home to a mess.
I think we finally decided just to make it more simple.
Yeah.
Because, we had some other plants in there, and the invasive, they're pretty. Like, what are they?
They're like a little violet.
Yeah, they're pretty in the spring, but they just took over.
Right.
And they kill everything. And so you've been really working on that.
Yeah, I went this weekend and I bought a little tiller, only 8 inches wide, but it's a little gas-powered tiller.
Perfect.
And I just went out there and I tilled up.
Yep.
And I don't know that it's ever looked this good in terms of being clean.
I think it looked this good when we bought the house.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they had it all tilled, nice and pretty for when we first saw it. But
well, I mean, flower beds, if you're going to have flower beds, they require maintenance. And when you're not here for 2 months, it's just hard to maintain them.
Well, and we tried to do some plants out there, and then with the house being worked on this summer, and then the deer this spring were just eating everything. Right. There's too many deer back here now. So I just decided, we went out and looked and what to save and what to, till over, and then you put preen down. We're going to try and get the weeds to
stay away, at least till it snows.
And just try to make it easier for you to mow. You added that little area in front of the bed so you can mow better. Till that up. So you trim some trees and some bushes. It looks good. Yeah. It looks a lot better.
A lot better. So that's really what our week has been. It's pretty boring, actually.
Very boring.
They still have not come to finish the house. So I did end up peeling back some plastic on the patio just so we have a little bit of a view. Yeah. And then when they come, I'll put it back and tape it back up for them. But tomorrow, not tomorrow, Friday, I'm getting airbags put on the Forerunner, the Tundra. Man, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Those are from Todd.
Todd Rose found those for us.
They're going to get them installed for you.
Yeah, so I'm going to get them installed.
And we'll try them out this weekend.
Todd was going to help me. It was just so hot when we were there. And I hated to ask Todd to do that. And I just don't feel confident knowing how to do it or if I even have the right wrenches. So I'm just paying the local truck shop. They're going to put them on. That way I know that it's done right. And so I'm looking forward to trying that out this weekend because we're going to go camping.
Exactly. Looks like let's go camping. Because I really hustled to get this room ready to go so we could do a weekend camp before school starts. So yeah.
So we're going to meet the Milinarskis over in Ohio. A couple nights. Looking forward to it. And hopefully the weather's decent. It's going to be a little warmer than what's been. It's actually been really nice here the last few days.
It's been beautiful. It's been like a weather I love, like mid-70s.
And low humidity, which is key.
But I think the humidity and the heat's coming back.
I think so.
Usually August is pretty hot and humid here, so I think it's coming back.
Yep.
So
I did get served with jury duty notice today.
Yeah.
Well, we knew we're both actually in
the jury pool.
But I actually am called, which ironically, the day I'm supposed to go back to work, the very first day, which is kind of an important day because we have lots of meetings that day. And now I've been called. Now it's one of those things you call the night before. I'm hoping maybe it'll get canceled.
They don't go to trial or they figured out something else.
But I'm like, you got to be kidding. I haven't been like things haven't been normal for a year and a half. Right. We're finally going back like normal. And then I get
normal for you.
And then I got to play catch up.
Yes.
That's
the hard part. I know.
Don't get me started on jury duty. I have very strong opinions about the process, but we won't get into that tonight.
I think it's an important process, but I think there needs to be some changes. So
I guess if I was going to have a jury trial, though, I would want a jury that actually wants to be there. Yeah,
exactly.
And the way they do it, it's not. And the thing is, here's why I say, okay, see, now we're going down this road. But we know, we a lot of times we hear, like, especially retirees who they're like, I would love to be on a jury, and they never get called. Yeah. And, and then people who are trying to make a living and it cracked me up. It says, like, well, you'll get paid $15, but then if you get selected for the jury, you get paid $40. Who makes $40 a day? That's $5 an hour. That's not even legal. I mean, it's but anyway.
So anyway.
Wow, this thing went real quick. So anyway, one of the things Patty and I have been doing is kind of recapping the trip.
Yeah.
And partially because I'm starting to edit. This Sunday on Travels with Delaney will be episode 1. What is this? You said 16-mile round trip we're going to do, right?
16.2. Yeah.
16.2, close enough. 17 years in the making.
Wow.
I don't like it. Neither one of my kids will come close to me, and April looks at me funny.
That will be episode 1. And then episode 2, the following week, is already done and loaded. And that will be basically when we arrive in Texas and the getting the work done or not done.
Right.
And then being with my aunt and uncle for 4 nights or 3 nights, whatever we were there. So that's episode 2. So I'm kind of excited. So we're kind of like, as I'm editing.
Like you're living the trip again. It's fun.
So we've been throwing, a lot of times we'll be talking and I'll just throw out a question like, what was your favorite campground? Or what was the thing that was most unexpected? And so I'm going to throw a couple out today. So what would you say, was the most unexpected thing? Like where you were like, you weren't expecting.
I know exactly what to answer. When we went to Yale.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. Just like when we went to Dartmouth a few years ago. And we went to Harvard that one year. I like going to colleges. I like seeing the old buildings and the architecture. And it was a beautiful walk that we did. It was fun. That was unexpected. It wasn't even on the
No. It wasn't something we planned at all. No, that was just pure coincidence.
I think it's when we went north, I saw the signs for Yale. And I'm thinking, oh, that's right. And then I'm like, maybe we can stop by on the way back down south. So yeah, that was fun.
And I would agree. I would say that was one of those where it was not on our radar, and it really was an enjoyable afternoon.
It was.
Didn't cost us anything other than some parking,
right.
and we just walked. And so yeah, that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good one. Let me ask you this one. What was your favorite harvest host? And I'll let you throw all of them in there, whether we paid or not. Because there were a couple harvest hosts where we opted to pay to get electricity.
I know exactly what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Booth Bay Brewery.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that place.
Yeah, that was fun. I think what made that one so unique or fun for us, there was a couple things.
Right.
One, you had the little tavern, so we could go up and have dinner, and their beers were really good. And it was just a fun atmosphere. They had outdoor, indoor, and then obviously meeting Riley and Cody took the whole experience for you and I, and Mark and Karen to the next level.
Yeah. See, and I put in there too that because that first night after we ate, we wanted to go. The Milinarskis wanted to go see the town. Right. And we went there like towards beginning of nightfall, and it was so cool. The lights. It just looked like something out of a Hallmark movie. Right. So yeah, that would be my favorite. That was a good one. I tell you, the one that kind of, and we had some amazing harvest hosts this summer, so it's really hard. But there's a lot of good ones. I truly enjoyed Whippoorwill Farms. I know, which I know you didn't get to. You stayed in the trailer because Truman and Bass, and you were tired. I was exhausted. But getting to go on that tour and learn about regenerative farming, and then the product was amazing there. Like that sausage. And the eggs. Yeah, the eggs. In fact, we had originally planned to stay at Whippoorwill on the way back south, and we couldn't because they were literally full. So with 30 amp sites. The 50 amp was available, but it said you had to bring your own converter, and for whatever reason, I didn't pack my 50 to 30. And I didn't want to go buy one, and so we ended up not staying there. But I really wanted to go back because that sausage was amazing. Truman loved it there. Yeah, he loved watching the chicken. There was a rooster that ran around all the time, and he had like little fur boots on. Yeah. We called him Boots. So what questions do you have for us that you want to ask us about the summer trip or anything like that? Drop your questions down below. And if you would do this, if it's a question you want us to answer next week on Midweek Update, just type like in all caps question and then list your question. That'll trigger me to know you don't want me to answer it in the comments. You want us to answer it for everyone. And we'll try to pick out 2 or 3. They could always do an MW question, midweek question. Okay. It don't matter as long as I see the word question. But if you want to do MW question. Yeah. But that way I know, because sometimes people ask questions, they want an instant response, although I have been a little slow at responding to comments. But I think I'm all caught up on TWD life. So, all right, I think that's going to do it. I think so. I'm excited to go camping this weekend. Like, we haven't done that recently. It's always fun. But it's always fun. Here's little bee. She's tired. Truman is hiding under the table, and I'm not going to bother him. Little baby bee. Yeah. Also, let us know what you guys are doing this weekend. Who else is going camping? So she needs her nails, but they need their nails trimmed. They do. Yeah. And a bath. All right, everyone. We hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week. And until next time, we'll see you. Bye-bye.